So we're gonna get started just in a seated position, and you'll have those legs kind of out in front. Nice wide stance with your legs, feet on the floor, knees bent, and then we'll just take and kind of set your knees down to one side, and then we'll bring them back forward and set them down to the other side. This can also feel good, like leaning back onto your hands and maybe doing some of both. And at first, just trying to let your knees be heavy and kind of pull themselves down to the floor, but maybe they need a little help and you kind of want to push them down there. That's fine too, but kind of let them fall down there on their own to start. Maybe you can try how it feels to do some of both with your hands behind you and with your hands up. Again, just if you want. And then kind of starting back from the beginning position, we'll go ahead and drop your knees down. I'm going to go to the right this time. I guess maybe it's your left if you're looking at me, but dropping those knees to the right. And then from here, you're going to squeeze your glutes, lean forward, and come up into this kneeling position where now you're on both knees. Nice. And then you're going to nice and slowly kind of set that butt back down. Feet forward again, go to the left. And if you're using your hands, you know, you're pushing up into that kneeling position with your hands is good. But just kind of switching sides as you feel. And when you get to this kneeling position, really squeezing your glutes, pushing your hips forward, kind of stretching out the front of your hips here. And then butt back down, feet forward, knees drop to the other side. And really squeezing your glutes at the top. I'm going to do one more per side. And then we'll reset. I'm going to kind of come over here to one side because we end up kind of drifting. And we'll start again with your feet forward. Drop those knees down to the side. Squeeze your glutes, come up into this kneeling position with both knees down on the ground. And then you're going to take this trailing leg and you're going to kind of swing it around. So now we're in a kneeling position with one knee down, one foot down. And then from here, you know, you can kind of lean forward again, get that stretch in your hip before taking this knee and placing it back where it came from, which was on the ground down here by your foot. Then you're going to drop the butt back again and you'll rotate again, knees forward. And so like I said, you kind of end up rotating around the room, you know, into the wall again. So resetting as you need and going the other direction. And it really helps to start with a nice wide base so you have room for your knees and your ankles and everything as we're moving through. And then the next time through, go ahead and keep the pattern the same, dropping those knees down, squeezing your glutes, hips up, trailing leg comes through. We get that lean forward into your hips, and then you're gonna push your butt back, straighten your front leg, and lean forward again. So now you get a hamstring stretch. Wow, my hamstrings are tight. And then we'll go ahead and bend the knee again and bring it back to where it came from. So we'll kind of keep moving through that. Knees down, hips up, swinging the leg through. Get that hip and then straighten the front leg. Lean forward again. Woo, stretch that hamstring. spider in here by my kettlebell, but it's actually a very small moth. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna do one more time on each side. Getting that hamstring stretch. And then we're gonna start again back in the beginning. And so feet forward, we're gonna drop those knees off to the side. We'll start to the right. But now we're not gonna go forward with the other steps. You're gonna keep your right leg where it is and just send your left leg back and then kind of roll to the left. So now we're in like a little pigeon stretch, but we're not gonna hold it for too long. And then you're just gonna rock back, switch feet, drop your knees to the other side, continue rolling kind of to the right. So you're kind of rocking in and out of this pigeon stretch. And holding, if you find a spot that feels really good to hold, that's fine. I'm gonna do like one more per side. And then we're gonna go ahead and make your way into the bottom of a squat type position. Doesn't have to be super low, just wherever you can kind of hang out. And we're just gonna hang out here for maybe like 20 seconds. And it's okay to be kind of rocking side to side, or maybe you'd rather just kind of hold, that's fine too. You can kind of sit into the bottom, or you can be tight. Either way is fine. 10 more seconds here. And then we'll go ahead and put your arms up, stand up, nice. Then we'll fold forward towards the ground with your hands. Nice stretch, it's okay for your back to be rounded. And then we'll go ahead and drop that butt again, arms up, stand up. And you can kind of just rotate through this at your own pace a few times. Folding for the ground, stretching those hamstrings, dropping your butt, chest up. Sorry about that, arms up, and then reaching up. And yeah, we'll do this like 2 or 3 more times, just depending on how quickly you're moving. And then on your last one, we're gonna stay down here at the bottom again. And you're gonna try to take your right knee and drop it down towards your left heel. And then we'll switch. So left knee down to the right heel. Nice, yeah. Good job. I'm gonna do like one more per side. And then on this next one, I'm still dropping that knee down to the heel, but then I'm gonna put weight on this knee, point your back toe, and then sit back onto your heel. So you're kind of like smushing this ankle and your calf. Give it a little smush and then switch to the other side. So knee to heel still, but then point that back toe and sit on your heel a little bit. And then once you get a smush for a couple seconds, you can switch. And especially if you're in a place where you don't have to wear shoes, you can really like sit back and stretch that ankle out. But that might be hard with your shoes on. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and roll on over onto your back. Oh, this little moth keeps freaking me out. And so you'll be on your back, and we're gonna do some hollow raises. So your arms over your head, your feet are out straight, and you're just gonna raise up your arms and your legs, trying to keep your low back in contact with the ground, and then back down again. We're just gonna do 30 seconds of those, just doing as many as you feel. Ready, set, go. Really trying to focus on pulling your belly button to your spine, keeping that low back on the ground. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and now we're gonna go into a hollow rock. So you're gonna rock your arms and legs staying up like your little rocking chair. Keeping that low back on the ground, belly button to spine. Three, 2, 1. Now you're gonna roll onto your left side, keeping your arms and legs up, and then you're gonna roll over onto your right side, arms and legs up, watch out for your plants. And you're just gonna keep rolling side to side for 20 more seconds. Nice job. Three, 2, 1, and now we're gonna go cross your body, right hand to left foot, cross body V-ups. Last one, then we'll rest. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, we'll rest, and then we'll repeat that, starting back over at the hollow raise. We're gonna rest 10 more seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1. We're back to those raises. Arms up, feet up. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going for the rocks. Arms up, feet up. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now we'll go onto your left side, and then over to the right side. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. We're gonna rest 30 more seconds. Do it one more time.
We forgot the left foot, left hand.
Oh, you're right. Crossbody. You're right. Thanks, Molly. The crossbody V-ups. It's too excited about the rest. 10 more seconds for these. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now rest. Thanks, Molly.
You're welcome. No one wanted to skip those.
No. We'll get it right the next time. We got one more round to get it perfect.
I feel like I'm doing the side, the roll around, the side one wrong. I just feel like I'm just rolling.
Okay, what?
I'll just watch you when we get there.
Okay, because it is kind of like just rolling. But you're kind of trying to keep like your feet and your arms off the ground a little bit. So, and like making yourself stop in the side position and then come back should still be engaging your midline. And does it feel tough? It just feels like you're doing it wrong, or?
I think wrong, but I think I know what to do now.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, we'll go with. What's that? Just yay, you got it, Lexi? Yes. Okay. Yes. All right, we all got it. We're gonna do one last round. 3, 2, 1, go. Starting with those raises. More seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now the rocks. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. So keeping your arms and feet up, roll over onto your side. So you're kind of resting on your shoulders and your hips, and then roll to the other side. And you're kind of stomping on your side, rolling on your back. So your front never touches. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, crossbody, be up. Three, 2, 1. All right, rest. Must have been better that time. Okay. You can grab a sip of water and we can stand on up. I'm assuming that was better that time, Lexi? Glad to see some folks popped in while we were warming up. So happy you're here. All right. So the next thing we'll be doing is basically just some squatting and lunging for a little bit. And so the first thing we're gonna do is just no weight. Just with our bodies, we're gonna do some squats and lunges. So we're gonna start with just 30 seconds of air squats. Air meaning you're just squatting the air. And so you'll take a nice wide stance, about shoulder width apart, remembering to just bend your knees in order to drop your hips straight down, keeping your chest up, midline tight, all that good stuff. Ready, set, go. And we're not trying to do like as many as you can. This is really just kind of warming up our squatting mechanics. So just trying to be nice and tight. Again, not worrying about how many you're doing, but just kind of spending time with our squats. I know we hung out in the bottom of a squat for a while, but just getting that action warmed up, maybe really feeling your glutes turn on, pushing through your heels as you stand, keeping that chest up, core tight. 3, 2, 1. And now we're gonna do the same thing with lunges. I like the reverse lunge step, but you can do any lunge you want. Really just trying to make sure to keep that front knee over your front heel. And yeah, ready, set, go. We'll just do these for about 30 seconds. And again, doesn't matter how many we're doing, just really trying to warm up this movement pattern. Again, getting that glute to fire in that front leg, especially as you're standing, pushing off that front heel. And as you sit back, turning on that back glute to kind of lower you to the floor. Three, 2, 1. We're just gonna do one more set. So back to those air squats for 30 seconds. Our midline's nice and warm, so you can make sure it's turned on to keep that rib cage tucked down. And again, not in a hurry here. We're just gonna do 10 more seconds of some squats, and then we'll go into the lunges. 3, 2, 1. So now lunge steps. And yeah, alternating each step. I think we were all doing that, but 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we'll kind of shake it out for about 10 seconds, or 30 seconds, sorry. And we're gonna use your weight, and just like a nice weight that you can hold in 2 hands is good for today. If you got 2 dumbbells, that'll be fine too. We're not gonna add the weight for the first part, but it'll be nearby. And so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to our squats, and this time you're gonna add a little jump. So we'll squat all the way down, and as you come up, just get a little bit of a jump. Nice soft landing. You can go straight into your next squat if you want, or you can kind of catch yourself, shake it out, and go into the next one. So kind of same thing, we're gonna have 30 seconds. Doesn't matter how many you get, but this time we're gonna add that little jump to your squat. All right, ready, set, go. So full squat, little jump. And maybe you want to do 8 or 10, and then maybe shake it out a little bit, because these will go a lot faster than your other squats. So we still have 10 more seconds to do these. So you can decide again how many you're doing. 3, 2, 1. Okay, now you're gonna grab your item. You're gonna hold it to your chest. And now we're gonna do 5 squats as slow as you can. And just on your own, as slow as you can. After you finish your 5, keep your weight, don't set it down. And we're gonna go down into the bottom, and we're gonna hold for 20 seconds, starting in 3, 2, 1, hold. And we're trying to be tight here at the bottom, so knees out, everything's tight. Try not to relax here. Chest up, midline tight. Keep breathing. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. You can even like set your weight down here and then stand, whatever feels good. But we'll shake it out a little bit before we repeat. So take like a minute off. And then we'll do that again. And so it'll be 30 seconds of jumps, 5 reps on your own as slow as possible, and then a 20-second hold. And I'll try to kind of collect us all in together for the hold at about the same time. But if you're a little bit off, it'll be okay. But we'll rest all together for another like 45 seconds before we do the next set. Thirty more seconds to rest. All right, 10 more seconds. And again, we're starting with those jumps. And again, it's not necessarily like 30 straight seconds of jumps. You just have 30 seconds to do the jumps. 3, 2, 1, go. Got 15 more seconds. Three, 2, 1. So you're gonna grab that weight and we're gonna do 5 squats as slow as you can. All right, I'm wrapping up my 5th one. So we're gonna go into that hold pretty soon. So we're gonna hold for 20 seconds in 3, 2, 1, hold. Three, 2, 1, rest. So shake it out for 1 minute. We'll repeat one more time. We're gonna do 3 rounds of this, so one more. Nice job. Getting sweaty. 30 more seconds to rest. Seconds. Back to the jumps. 3, 2, 1, go. Halfway. Three, 2, 1. Grab that weight. 5 slow squats. right, we're gonna be going into that hold soon. In 3, 2, 1, hold. 20 seconds. Three, two, one, rest. Okay, we'll take a minute break. All right, and then while you're resting, the next part we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of bring the lunges into it. And so the first part is gonna be alternating lunge with a little jump. So coming up, little air, alternate, little air. It's okay to kind of rest here in the bottom if you want, but just a little air. And we'll do that for 30 seconds. And then we're gonna grab your weight and we're gonna do 10 split squats or 5 per side, as slow as you can. So really, really, really slowly lowering down and coming back up. And we'll do 5 per side after we do 30 seconds of the split jumps. Okay. Are we ready to go into that first set? Yeah? Okay, so it'll be 30 seconds of alternating jump lunge. Ready, set, go! So no wait for the first part, just a little air, catch and switch. Ten more seconds. Three, two, one. Now you're gonna grab that weight. And we'll do 5 reps per side, really slow split squats. And after you finish on this side, we'll do the other side. And sorry, while you do that, I'll be right back. I'm just taking a break.
Did you all know the beluga whale is called the canary of the ocean?
Wow, you learn a new thing every day.
You're welcome.
Wait, why?
The sound it makes, like its call.
Oh, it's not like because they dive first in polluted waters like a canary in a coal mine. That's for my mind.
That's happy future.
Sorry.
Okay, Chardy, we were sharing beluga whale facts.
I love that. Do you think you've had enough rest to go into round number 2? Yeah? Okay. We'll do a second set. Oh, and my clock actually just got to 3 minutes, so that was perfect. Okay. Ready, set, go! So it's those jump lunge. This will be the last round of this part. I feel so fresh having skipped the split squats in the last round. 3, 2, 1. Okay, and then 5 per side, slow split squats. Whew. All right, nice work. Okay, and then going into the last piece of the workout today, take a rest, grab some water, and I'll just kind of explain the next part while you're doing that. And so we're gonna have 3 minutes, and in that time you have like stuff to finish, and then in the time that's left, you're gonna do as many sit-ups as you can. And we're gonna do every 3 minutes for 3 rounds. And so the first thing is gonna be 6 burpees. And so you'll drop your chest all the way to the ground. Again, it's okay to flop down there. And then you'll come all the way up, finish with a little hop. And so we'll do that 6 times. Chest to the ground, little hop. And then with your weight, you're gonna have a deep hinge. So your legs might be really bent for this, as opposed to sometimes in our bent row, we have just a soft bend in your knees. But the weight, if you have a weight like that you can set on the ground for each rep, you're gonna try to pull it up to your chest off the ground each time. So it goes all the way to the floor. And so that's where you're gonna get like a really deep hinge with your knees bent. And if you want, you could do this with one arm. Maybe it's better to do with one arm, but you're still pulling from the floor. And you could alternate reps if you're doing one arm. And we're gonna do 12 of those. And then we're gonna do 18 swings with your item. Both hands on your item, or maybe 2 dumbbells if you have 2 dumbbells, or 2 hands on one dumbbell. But we're gonna do 18 swings. So pulling it back, using your legs to stand up fast. You can go all the way overhead if you want today, or just up to your eye level, whatever feels good. But it's gonna be 6 burpees, 12 rows from the floor, and then 18 swings. And then in the remaining time, as many sit-ups as you can. And then once time's up, we're not gonna have a rest. We're gonna go straight back into the next one. So the sit-up time is like your rest time. So take a breath, go kind of slow on your sit-ups if you need to catch your breath going into the next round. But the sit-ups are kind of like bonus points. So if you need to take the whole time off and rest, that's fine too. But we're gonna do every 3 minutes for 3 rounds, 6 burpees, 12 rows, 18 swings. Questions? Okay, cool. Guess we can use the big clock. And you can see where the time's at too. And we'll start in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go! 6 burpees. And then 12 rows. You can alternate one arm. But get it to the floor each time, and then up to your chest. And then 18 swings. And we got 2 minutes left in the round. We're halfway through the round. One more minute to get as many sit-ups as you can. More seconds, and then we're going to go straight into the next round. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1, 6 burpees. Halfway through this round. One more minute.
I gotta go. Thanks, Chardy.
Bye, Molly. more seconds. And we're gonna do one more set. In 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Last round, 6 burpees, 12 rows, 18 swings. One more minute. More seconds. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Rest. No more sit-ups.